Welcome back to my channel. If you've ever picked up a Lincoln penny dated 1984 or 1987, chances are you didn't give it much thought. Most people don't. These pennies feel modern, extremely common, and easy to ignore, which is why they continue to pass through pockets and coin jars every day without being examined. But collectors and experienced dealers know that these years deserve closer attention than most people realize. The 1984 Lincoln penny has been circulating for decades, and because of that, most examples today show clear signs of wear. Lincoln's hair and facial details are often flattened, the lettering may look weak, and the surfaces are usually covered with marks from years of use. That's why collectors don't focus on the date alone. They focus on condition. A 1984 penny with sharp details, clean fields, and original mint luster immediately stands out because far fewer survive in that state. Strike quality plays an important role with this year. When examining a 1984 penny, look closely at Lincoln's hair above the ear, the sharpness of the jawline, and the clarity of the lettering in Liberty and the date. On the reverse, check the Lincoln Memorial carefully. Strong columns, visible steps, and clear lettering indicate a better strike, and collectors value those details. Errors are another major reason collectors carefully inspect 1984 pennies. Doubling in the date or lettering, where the numbers or letters appear thicker or slightly offset, can indicate a doubled die. Die cracks may appear as raised lines running across the design, and die chips can show up as small blobs of metal in unexpected places. These minting errors are often subtle, but they add real collector interest. Off-center strikes are also worth watching for. If the design is noticeably shifted and part of the rim or lettering is missing, that penny becomes far more desirable to collectors. Broad strikes, where the coin lacks a fully formed rim, and planchet flaws that cause uneven or rough surfaces are also details that can increase interest. Now turn your attention to the 1987 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it seems just as ordinary, but the reality is very similar. Most 1987 pennies have seen heavy circulation, and clean, well-struck examples are becoming harder to find each year. Collectors search for coins with strong strikes, minimal wear, and original surfaces that haven't been altered. When checking a 1987 penny, examine the overall sharpness and surface quality. Look closely at Lincoln's facial features, the strength of the lettering, and the details of the Lincoln Memorial. A penny with clear definition and even a small amount of original mint luster deserves a second look because it is no longer common to find in circulation. Errors also appear on 1987 pennies, and these are the coins collectors hope to find. Doubling in the date or lettering, die cracks running through the design, clipped planchets where part of the coin is missing, and off-center strikes all add collector appeal. Some pennies show weak strikes in certain areas, and when compared to normal examples, those differences become more obvious. One of the biggest mistakes people make with pennies from these years is cleaning them. Cleaning removes the original mint surface and can instantly destroy collector value. Even if a penny looks dark or dull, it is always better to leave it untouched. Collectors value originality far more than shine. Good lighting is essential when examining pennies properly. Tilt the coin under the light and watch how the surface reflects. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Look closely at the rims, the edges of the letters, and the texture of the coin. Many valuable pennies are overlooked simply because people don't slow down and inspect these small details. Right now, 1984 and 1987 Lincoln pennies are still hiding everywhere, in coin jars, drawers, bank rolls, old collections, and everyday pocket change. Dealers and collectors quietly remove the best examples whenever they find them. And once those coins enter collections, they rarely return to circulation. That means the opportunity window slowly narrows. The more people spend these pennies without checking them, the fewer high-quality and error examples remain available. By the time most people realize what to look for, the best coins are already gone. Before you spend another penny, slow down and check the date. Take a closer look at your 1984 and 1987 Lincoln pennies. One small detail, a strong strike, doubled lettering, a die crack, or an unusually well-preserved surface could turn an ordinary 1-cent coin into something collectors are willing to pay more to own. Knowing what to look for now puts you ahead of the crowd, and that awareness can make all the difference.